So, I am behind on readings. Spray some Florida water. I am behind on readings. It is currently like almost 5 o'clock in the morning. I have not been asleep yet, but gotta get these readings out because somebody somewhere needs them. Okay? Okay. So, everybody in the house is asleep, so where I would usually like make too much noise, I'm gonna try not to make too much. So I want to clear the energy with my gourd rattle. I got this at a trade show. So I want to do I was debating on whether I wanted to do elemental readings or I wanted to do zodiac readings. If I do zodiac readings, it's definitely going to take me a second to fully get them uploaded and all that stuff. And I feel like I need and want to map that out. So we're just going to do a collective message today. And yeah, I'm going to do a collective. You know what? No. We're going to do elements. So earth signs. What do my earth signs need to hear? Alright, hold on. What do my earth signs need to hear? Oop. I'm gonna flip that one inside. Okay. Sharing is not always caring. Sometimes sharing is the detriment to your abundance. Sometimes the very things that are blocking what we want to come in are being blocked by something mental, or are being blocked by the things that we tell people. So now they put thoughts, ideas in our head, or try to change what you're doing, how you're doing it, the path that you're on, and things of that nature. But all in all, it seems as though as long as you stick the path, hold on, one card fell. Oops. Okay. As long as you stick with the path and you actually stand your ground and you listen to yourself and your intuition, not what everybody else has to advise for you, but actually listening to not only yourself, your intuition, but using the knowledge that you already have. Because there are times where we'll go and we may have the answer within us, or we have the ability to get to an answer or solution ourselves, yet we go and we start to talk to these outside sources that then put their own energies into things, and we don't talk or focus enough on the fact that when you get other people involved, whether it be you just telling them about something good that's happening in your life or something that you're thinking about doing, you're getting that person's energy and intentions involved, whether you want to or not, and whether they want to or not. It's just how energy works. So staying within your element and staying in the know of your own talents, your own abilities, and trusting in yourself is going to be very helpful in your evolution. I get that there is a focus on money. And for those that may have been wondering, when are their finances going to look a little bit better, or when are they going to find a little bit more leeway, when are they going to actually be able to catch up or play catch up, as some of us refer to it. And the 10 of coins, 10 of pentacles in other decks really hits home in letting me know that the stability that you are seeking, the stability that you are wanting and you're manifesting, you're desiring, it is on its way to you. It is desiring you as well. And there are just certain things that needed to be fixed energy-wise and blockage-wise before you can receive the funds that are coming in. And it seems that some of you may be doing spell work or doing things as far as like cleansing yourself, saging yourself, removing certain people out of your energy, or even removing yourself from certain places. And this in itself is helping you to grow and welcome in that abundance, especially in the time of this economy. Now, you may have felt like you have been trudging up this hill through this journey. You've been listening to, oh, the money's coming, or you've been listening to, oh, the opportunities are coming, or you've been listening to constants of, oh, things are going to change, and you haven't been seeing that change. So you're starting to lose a little hope in it. But I want you to know that nothing you do is in vain. And although the load that you have had to carry throughout that time and throughout your path and your journey might have been heavy, it will all pay off and will serve as supplies, resources, and tools when you get to where you're destined to be. All right, and can I get one more card? And that'll be 7 cards for my earth signs. One more card. I don't want multiple. Matter of fact, actually, what I'll do is I'll pull an oracle card. What is an oracle card that is needed for and by my earth signs? What is... Alright. So we have 2. I want 1. And it's crazy how this works, the synchronicities, because it is a waning moon right now. And waning moons, it's time to banish all evil. Goes back into literally confirmation of what I was saying. When you cleanse out these people, these toxic situations, these situationships, these relationships, these things that mean you no good, these things that only wish to harm you, you will see improvement. You will see that change you've been waiting on. You will see that these, what you may have felt to be a curse or hex that was put on you, is actually not that at all. The only hex or curse that's been put on you has been the limitations that you've allowed to put on yourself. And somewhere in there, you may wonder how, when I thought that I was so focused and I was doing what I needed to do and I was staying up on, you know, certain spiritual work and certain things that I needed to do. But in actuality, what we don't realize is that when we hyper-focus in one area, we tend to neglect and forget about those cracks and crevices, those little corners that we need to go in and check, and the certain maintenance that needs to be done within certain spiritual realms for ourselves. And that's where spiritual development comes in. And a lot of us, after a certain point, after that first or second go around with shadow work, you think you're done with it, when baby, no. Shadow work is throughout life. You will go through different stages of death within yourself and becoming a new version of yourself. So that is all for my earth signs. And if you would like a reading, please feel free to contact me. I also am opening, well, my books are already open, and I am accepting up to 75 more students for my Conjure and Hoodoo 101 course. And this is all about just reclaiming that ancestral power that has already been bestowed upon us and that already belongs to us and that has been locked away. Due to stigmatisms and the systematic oppression that has been put on us and the religious oppression that has been put on us throughout the systems that we've grown up in. So yeah, all that information will be in the description bar down below. And yeah, now we will move on to our water signs. And my water signs, my water babies, please give me 6 cards for my water babies. Hold on, y'all. They gave me exactly 6, so that lets me know that this is the message that is needed for you, because sometimes they'll go over on the amount of cards, sometimes they'll go below, but I got exactly 6. So the first card you got is the 8 of Swords, and this lets me know that you may have been trying to initiate certain things in your life or initiate certain financial and just like money management systems. You've been trying to be more financially responsible when it comes down to your decisions and the things that you get into and your commitments that you sign up for, not only just in the sense of your finances, but energetically you are managing both. And it kind of seems like your finances and your emotions are tied into each other. The next card you have is the Knight of Pentacles. And the Knight of Pentacles, whenever I get this card, especially in this deck, the Knight of Pentacles always lets me know that everything is on divine timing. And where we feel like we might have had the perfect timing, God's plan, God's timing is a lot and 10 times better than ours, and the outcomes that'll come from that are things that we ourselves, we can't comprehend. We don't think about being possible to a certain extent. I know that a lot of us that are into manifestation, we try to stay as open-minded as possible, but we don't realize that it is impossible to be as omnipresent and omnipotent as God is. So therefore, divine timing will always sustain over anything. And then we have the Strength card, which lets me know that throughout this all, you have been staying strong. You have been taking your lashings from life, from experiences. You may go through things in the workplace that would be considered employee abuse, in the notion of you're being overworked, or you may not be respected for everything that you do, and there may be some ungratefulness in here. And it seems as though you may be leaving this situation, and in leaving this situation, because I got the 8 of Cups, and leaving this situation with this being a Cups suit, I also am getting that you won't be leaving this situation empty-handed, in the sense that usually how a person leaves a place, a job, they leave and they don't have anything to fall back on. You will financially, whether that be the finances you've saved up or the money that you will be owed in compensation, that will keep you not only afloat, but will sustain you while you build the things that you're working on, the stability that you're working on for your foundation and your family. Because right here I have the Page of Pentacles, or Page of Coins, and with this suit, it always lets me know that you may serve a community, or you may serve your family in some kind of way, and you may be looked at as the lifeline or backbone. And this is just coming through to reassure you that no matter what, you'll still be able to provide. No matter what, you'll still be able to handle everything you need to do. You'll still be able to take care of yourself. If you are just on your own, you will be able to stand on your own 2 feet with starting whatever you're wanting to start, whether that be a channel, a business, whether that be a new social media campaign, whether that be a travel blog, rather that be anything that you possibly can creatively think of. And then lastly, we have the Seven of Pentacles, and the Seven of Pentacles comes through and always gives me a notion of not being distracted. You will not be distracted by the things that usually would distract you, or the things that may distract those around you. You will have this sense of hyper focus and tunnel vision that won't be able to be deterred, because the blessings that are coming your way have been yours for a while, and your spirits have been waiting to give you these blessings. Can I get an oracle card for my water sign? All right, so what is the oracle card for my water signs? What is the oracle card for my water signs? Let me see somewhere, y'all. What is the oracle card for my water signs? Oof. Hoodoo O'Shea. The shine of gold fascinates, but also dazzles. Now, I will read the card. I will read the book for this one. And this deck is the African Gods Oracle. So, Hoodoo O'Shea. This is the negative aspect of the card. It says, Regent Orishas, Iya Mi Agba, the eldest mothers, and keywords: malicious, tendency to lie, pretend and dissimulate, emotionally dependent, greedy, jealous, and vindictive, lives in dispute, spiteful, and difficult to forgive. Now, the card further goes on to say, how much heartache and unrequited love. Under the influence of Hoodoo O'Shea, in its negative aspect, it seems almost impossible to find someone who returns all the love you have to give. But is it really better to be in bad company than to be alone? Confirmation. Just confirmation. There's more to the actual card, but that right there is the confirmation that was needed. Ensuring that you are able to keep a peaceful and positive mindset in life while you build and while you grow. And you can't do that while in certain environments and around certain people, because that will stunt your growth just like a plant. Now we have my fire signs, my spicy fire signs. Can I get 6 cards for my spicy fire signs? That's 2. Can I get 4 cards for my spicy fire signs? Can I get 3 more cards for my spicy fire signs? And with all of these elements, make sure that you're checking your sun, moon, and rising, as well as your Venus. One more. My baby bent my cards up so bad. I'm looking at one of them and it just looks so terrible. All right. Woo, woo. from what it seems like to me, fire signs, it seems like you're being celebrated. It seems like you're enjoying the fruits of your labor finally. You may have been working tirelessly on something for a very long time, or it may be something that took a lot of concentration and you might have had to focus on just that and kind of like separate yourself and isolate yourself socially so that you can actually do it. So this might be something with school, this might be something with a project you're working on, or just something that needs some kind of seal of approval. So the cards I have for you are Dr. Grant, which is the Hermit card, which means, like I was saying, with the going within, you had to isolate yourself. And for those that have not done this yet or have not been through this process, this is going to be a process and a time of you isolating yourself and going into what will be known as grind mode, hitting the pavement running. Then we have the Death card, and the Death card also brings me to new beginnings. You will be starting new things. Be careful about pregnancies because you will be very fertile, not only just for manifestation of things financially, but the manifestation of things physically. I'm yawning. I'm taking in a lot of energy. And then we have the Four of Pentacles, and on this card is a dowsing rod. And if you know what a dowsing rod was used for, it was used to search for gold. And when this card comes out, it means that you are on the perfect path and the perfect hunt. You're being directly guided towards the abundance and the financial security and stability that you seek, and just any financial goals that you may be trying to achieve. Then we have the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands comes through and gives you and reassures you that you are protected throughout all of this. It lets you know that there is no need to worry. Hold on, y'all, I need a charger. Okay, so I had to move y'all over a little bit so I could actually charge my phone because my phone was dying. But so I'm gonna try to hurry up and finish this reading. We're finishing up the fire signs, and then we're gonna go on to the air signs because mama's gotta get some rest while I can. But yeah, the Three of Wands comes through and continues to reassure you that you're protected, and continues to keep those things that may want to deter you off of your path and harm you far away from you, especially in this climate of the country or just wherever you may be located. And then we have the High Priestess, or what is known as the Big Queen. Now, this is my High Priestess, my chief card, my chief priestess card, because this card literally means that you yourself are in a position, or you are about to be placed into a position where you are not only in a mindset and in a ready enough time to be able to be in Empress energy, or an energy that inspires and makes changes and show stops. This is that time. I'm sorry, y'all, the dumb truck noise really got me. It threw me off. And I think that's also like, you may find yourself getting easily distracted, but in this time period, you won't be finding yourself being able to be as easily distracted. You will be able to lock in a lot easier, and distractions will be removed. Lastly, we have the Six of Wands, and this is a whopping show of accomplishment, in that you will be celebrated by those around you. I don't see many jealous or evil eye spirits. I see more so people that see where you started, where you come from, and where you're going. Can I get an oracle card for my fire signs? All right. Odu Eje Nili, or Ejeo. Not, I really don't want to butcher it, y'all. But the phrase on it is, the tongue is the whip of the body. I kid you not. The confirmations coming through are insane. How we speak to ourselves, speak about ourselves, and not even just us present, but our future selves actually matters. You have people that are like, oh, saying all those things doesn't do anything. Yes, it does. Affirmations does things. It rewires your brain to allow things in. It rewires your brain so that you're not so blocked towards things, so that you're more receptive towards things. So I also see and recommend you to do affirmations in the mirror. Remind yourself of who you are, and continuously every day reaffirm who you want to be and how you want to be seen in the world. Lastly, we're going to go on to our air signs. We're going to get 6 cards for our air signs, and then we're going to do an oracle card, and I'm going to close out the reading. Air signs. Can I get 5 more cards for my air signs? 3. What else? 4 more cards for air signs. Okay. So yeah, that's 4. Can I get 2 more cards for my air signs? I mean, air signs. The wind is blowing these cards all over the place. One more card for my air signs. All right. Air signs, air signs, air signs. Hey, babies. So, my air signs, my honeys, my dumplings. You have the 5 of Cups. Looking at the glass as half empty or half full. How you decide to look at it is how things will turn out for you. We have the Devil. There may be temptation that you need to get under control. You may suffer from certain addictions, or have suffered from certain addictions in the past, or around someone who in your immediate circle deals with addictions. And honestly, it is very detrimental to your well-being right now. It is very detrimental to your family unit, and it is something that, if not gotten under control and taken seriously, can end very badly. And for air signs, with y'all being so aloof and just mentally out of, this world anyways, you very easily can get swept out of reality by even the smallest thing. Next, we have the Magician card. Making things happen. Mr. Make It Happen. by any means necessary, we're going to get it done, and it's going to get done, and it's going to be how we like it. The High Priestess card, the Miss Ida card, going through our own versions of the fire and initiation, learning yourself all over again, and becoming a new you, while also walking into a different spiritual path than you may have been on in the beginning. The Emperor, which is known as the John horse in this card, in this deck. And the Emperor card in this deck, for me, always lets me know that there will be lots of metaphysical, paranormal connections going on, as far as you getting certain downloads, as you having a lot of deja vu moments, you realizing that your energy is a little more sensitive and accessible to certain things, especially low vibrational entities, if you allow it. And then lastly, we have the Two of Pentacles, because again, we're coming back in to reassure that your whole focus right now is securing your foundation, your stability, and being in the most healthy position. And I'm not going to lie to you, it's going to take some work. It's going to take some work, but once you get there, as long as you stay strong and you are positive when you're dealing with yourself, you talk to yourself in a positive way, you don't degrade yourself, you don't allow others to degrade you, you will reach a point of balance, and even a point where you don't have to worry about that addiction ever again. You can be a testimony to someone else. Can I get one oracle card for my air signs? One oracle card for my air signs. I just want one oracle card for my air signs. Just one. No, that's two. I just want one. Odu Obio Gunda. Odu Obio Gunda. I wanted to pronounce it right. Courage is the fuel that will take you where you wish to be. You are the only thing standing in between the things and the goals and everything that you want, that you used to have, and even better. This is the confirmation of that. It's time to stop being afraid of getting yourself together and being in a healthier place, and actually do the work. Actually put your money where your mouth is. So, all right, you guys, that is all for the elemental reading. I want to thank you all for coming and watching. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And let me know what other topics you would like readings on. And make sure to follow me and look at any links that you need in the description bar below.